absolutely loved it. Hummus, chicken, olives.
I just felt the overwhelming urge to have a little cry.
Weird. In Mum's vegetable plot.
Well done.
Something
Ginger.
ginger and white in
Between.
the lettuce.
Well done. Hello my dears, good morning. It is Wednesday today. I hope you enjoyed the footage of me and P making pancakes. That was yesterday. And I have a bit of a confession to make. I did sit down and chat yesterday, but then didn't do any more filming at all yesterday. I had grand plans. I had so much stuff I wanted to do, but instead I spent 4 hours reading. Yesterday was quite a chill day. Hang on, no, let's go a little bit further back. Had a really chill weekend at home with family. Mr. Penrose filmed his first ever YouTube video on Sunday, and then I spent quite a lot of time on Monday editing it for him. That is now uploaded and I will leave it linked below, but I'm so excited for him. He's making painting vlogs. So if you're interested in what Mr. P gets up to when he's painting, or want to watch something really chill and relaxing and fun, then I'd love it if you go and had a little look, maybe even a little subscribe. But yeah, we spent a lot of time on Sunday and Monday doing that. And I also spent a lot of time in the kitchen on Sunday whilst Mr. P was filming. I cleared out loads of cupboards. I did loads of food prep for the week. And yeah, I had these big grand plans yesterday to make flapjacks and continue sorting out the cupboards, but my butt got good and the kids had a really chilled out day yesterday, just a quiet day at home, and we had swimming in the afternoon and we went to the park next to the swimming pool as well. So we got out and we did something, but most of the day yesterday was spent reading. So I finished The Flat Share and I absolutely loved it. Honestly, it was supposed to be something to help with my sleep routine, but for like the past 4 nights, I just ended up until like 1, 2 in the morning reading because I just could not put it down. I really liked it. I think I've been in the kind of fantasy world for so long now. I think it's kind of time and I'm ready to kind of branch out a bit, and I think listening to those kind of books has been amazing for me in so many ways over the past few years. It's really helped me with my they've kind of been slightly liberating sexually, because I struggled with that for a long time because of my like body image and things I'd been taught growing up that are not true and all this kind of stuff. So it was, those books played a huge role in my personal development when it comes to that kind of thing, which is great. But like, I think I'm ready for something different, and it was nice to just read one book that went from start to finish. It was lovely character development. There was stuff in there that I could really relate to, some of it sad, some of it good, and yeah, I really liked it. But now I've finished it and I've already started watching it. There is a TV series of it, and so far I'm like, it is somewhat different to the book. Like some details are different, and I currently feel like, I don't know, I'm only on episode 3. I don't know how many episodes there are, but I'm already kind of feeling like, oh, this is a little bit too different to the book. And I'm kind of feeling different about the characters than I did in the book. Like, I don't know. I don't know if a TV show will ever hit as hard as a book when it comes to connecting with a character. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, rambling on. So today's Wednesday and I'm still kind of really struggling to motivate myself, if I'm honest. Last week I ended the vlog saying I feel like I might be in my luteal phase. I was right, and now we are back to the start of the next cycle, and I think I'm just feeling a little just a little bit blur, if I'm honest. I've not been able to exercise this week because the kids are going to my mum's tomorrow, so I will be able to go to the gym tomorrow, but I've not had time to exercise, and that has been that's had a big effect, because last week I locked in so hard. I went for a couple of walks, did 3 sessions in the gym, feeling really good, and now I'm like, oh, none for this week. And then next week I'm on holiday, so I won't be going to the gym again, so I'm like, oh, just felt like I was connecting back again and getting into it, and no, I've got another 2 weeks off. But I think another part of how I'm feeling is definitely I'm getting a little bit of summer holiday fatigue. Now, don't get me wrong, we've had a really, really good one. It's been really chill, it's not been stressful, I've not felt like overwhelmed, but I am starting to feel that need for a routine again, and a little bit of structure and a little bit of predictability, and yeah, so I'm trying not to like let it get to me, but that's just where I am at the moment, you know? Like, I think maybe the reason I didn't film yesterday is because I was feeling that, and I kind of didn't want to like, I wasn't ready to share that, to be honest. But now I feel like I really want to kind of like kick myself in the butt and get going again, because though yesterday I really enjoyed finishing my book, and there's nothing wrong with taking a day to read and do the thing you love. Like, I don't feel bad or guilty for having a really quiet day yesterday, but equally I don't want to do that again today. And it's like 10 o'clock and I was still sitting in my bed watching the book, and I've had breakfast, I've gotten up, I've had breakfast, like the kids are up and sorted and everything. It's not like we're not all wallowing, but I just didn't want to be there again. P really wants to go to the park today. I promised her we would. It rained last night, the weather's a bit rubbish, so I really, really, really don't want to go. I even tried to talk her into going to soft play, because I much prefer soft play to going to the park. And we did go to the park on Monday after the dentist, so it's not like they haven't been to the park recently. But yeah, we do need to get out of the house today, I think. Oh, but this is it, man. This is real life. This is what I mean when I'm just gonna be my authentic self. Past couple of weeks, yeah, I've been quite high energy and happy, and I still feel fine. Like, I'm not like, I don't feel bad or negative in any way. I'm just a little low energy this week, and that is normal, and that is okay. And I often feel like actually sharing these phases of life are even more important than when I'm high energy, feeling productive, feeling good, because nobody can be high energy, productive all day, every day. And when we try to do that, we burn out. So I would still like to try and make a Flapjacks. I don't know why I said it like that. Today or tomorrow. I would also like to see if I can find a recipe for courgette brownies. Basically, I am wanting to try and reduce the amount of ultra processed snacks the kids have. Now, you know my stance on these things. You do you eat what you need to eat, like, you are you, I am me, no one can tell each other what to do. But I have made big steps over the past kind of maybe 6 months to reduce ultra processed food from our diets. But I'm not like, you know, I'm not crazy about it. we know I still have a Chinese on Friday night. But one area that we are still quite heavily dependent on UFPs is the kids' snacks and things like that. And the other thing is, Flapjacks, when you buy them in the shop, they're really expensive for what they are. You don't get very much, and they're always wrapped in plastic. And I'm like, it annoys me that the companies who make those products are taking advantage of my need for convenience. And that's a whole other thing, but I'm like, no, I don't want to give you my money because I can't make 20 minutes to make flapjack. And it's a fun activity to do with the kids. So I want there to be some kind of cooking, baking today, snacky thing that the kids can have. So I might go and do that now actually whilst it's in my brain, but I'm gonna finish getting ready for the day and then I'll catch up with you guys again in a little while. We'll talk some knitting. There hasn't been a lot, if I'm honest, but we'll talk knitting and we will, see if the mood improves today. Okay, so when I was really struggling, I would sometimes go into what I ended up calling basic needs mode. So I would just like focus on a few small things that I knew would keep me going. It's not about like thriving, it's not about being productive, it's just about taking care of ourselves in our most basic level. Honestly, the K-pop Demon Hunters obsession continues. We're going to a live, well no, not live, we're going to a cinema sing-along at the weekend. We're very excited. But though I don't feel the need to go like full basic needs mode, there are things from that I've learned that I can focus on just whilst I'm feeling in this bit of a slump. Number one, water. I've also got electrolytes, creatine and vitamin D in there. That's just what I take for me and my needs. But yeah, at the very basics, water. And alongside that, eating is also great during the slumps. I made myself a big fat yogurt bowl this morning with loads of fruit and granola, and I've started actually taking out some of my Greek yogurt and replacing it with cottage cheese, just a little bit, and I don't even notice it's there. And today I had 100 grams of yogurt, 60 grams of cottage cheese, and I can't taste it with all the other toppings in there. I can't notice the texture because everything's like mixed in and kind of crunchy anyway. And cottage cheese is higher in protein than Greek yogurt, and it's also cheaper. So yeah, just a little protein hack for you. But yeah, I made sure I had a nice so I just made sure I had a nice filling breakfast, so that we don't end up getting to that place where I'm like tired, I'm lethargic, and so cooking is like work to me, and I end up like reaching for the less nutritional foods that don't make me feel good. So drinking water, eating food. And then the third thing I like to focus on in these times is my space. This is the hardest one, but I also set myself realistic boundaries with this. Like, I know that having a clear and tidy space has a huge effect on my mental health and my productivity. So even though I really don't want to do it, I'm going to sort out the kitchen, make my bed, open my curtains, so that we're not tempted to slip back into that kind of lethargic space. Also getting dressed and putting makeup on. Now this is one I don't always do, but I felt like today it would be good to, like, you know, just take care of my appearance a little bit, because it does make me feel better and helps me. I'm more likely to do nice things and more likely to leave the house and more likely to kind of just feel a bit better when I'm not like, ugh, you know, when I've put a nice outfit on, when I've done some makeup, had a shower, that kind of thing. So yeah, Basic needs mode initiated. Now I've got to enact upon it. Okay, we did our tidying up, and then I gave Penny a pedicure and a manicure. I've been listening / half watching the Flapjack. I'm on the last episode now, and yeah, I cleaned and tidied everything up, and that definitely helped me feel a bit better. And then I decided to meet myself in the middle and sit down and chill out with Penny. I was watching Flapjack, she was watching her iPad, and I just said, do you want me to paint your nails? And so we had a little bit of fun doing a little cheeky little manicure, and that was nice. I feel like getting into basic needs mode and doing a little bit of self-care in that way then opened me up to kind of just relaxing a little bit and just like taking the pressure off myself a little bit. So now it's 1 o'clock and I've just made the kids lunch. I'm gonna make myself some lunch, and then we're gonna go to the park, because I know future Laura will be glad of it. She'll be glad of getting out the house. She'll be glad of moving her body, because we're going to walk there. It's across the other side of the village, so we're going to walk there. I'll be like playing with the kids, and you know, getting movement in doesn't have to be gym, run, or even a walk. It can just be going somewhere, doing something, and being, you know, physically moving. No, I'm probably not going to hit my 10,000 steps today, but that doesn't matter. And yeah, time for some lunch. And I recently remembered a thing that I used to love and just kind of went off, but they're brilliant. It's these. It's the Dr. Karg's protein thins. If you, like me, grew up in the 90s, in the noughties, you'll remember Ryvita and the lovely diet culture messaging that came with Ryvitas. If you like Ryvita, that's no problem, but for me, they just take me back. But if you're a fan of that kind of savoury, crunchy, crackery thing, these things are so nice, and the ingredients are brilliant. They're all whole foods. No preservatives, no rubbish, just whole food. And per slice, it's 6 grams of protein. So I tend to have 2. So that's a really good basis. And obviously it's all like nuts and seeds and stuff. It's so good. Excellent gut microbiome and all that kind of stuff. And just really easy. When I can't think of what I want to make, these are just a really good go-to, and just put whatever's in the fridge on them. Yesterday I had one with cottage cheese, ham, Edam, cucumber and tomatoes, and the other I had with hummus, chicken, olives, avocado and balsamic glaze. I've run out of cottage cheese now because I had some for breakfast, but I've got chicken in the fridge, so I'm probably going to do the hummusy chickeny ones, or maybe a ham and cheese and avocado one as well. I don't know, but I tend to do 2 different ones and just load it up with whatever's in the fridge. So it's great for clearing the fridge out as well, and they don't look like much right now, but once they're loaded, honestly, beautiful, and you can really pack a lot of nutrition into this lunch. So that's what I'm going to do now. Hello, darling. Are you okay? What's up? Cuddle?
I'm thirsty.
Okay, can you turn that into a polite sentence? Sentence?
Please, can I have a Snoopy?
Yes, of course you can, sweetheart. You know where they are in the fridge.
I don't think there's any.
Oh no, let's look. So here is the finished lunch. I've got avocado, mozzarella, tomato and basil, because I forgot that I bought basil, so that inspired that one. Drizzle of balsamic glaze. And the other one is hummus, chicken, olives, spring onion, and toasted sesame seeds. And obviously salt and pepper. Yay! And of course, can't go a day without stone fruit. A little bit of pudding. Oh, it's so perfectly ripe. I can tell it's going to be a good one. Oh, I can feel my soul rejuvenating as we speak. Baker hack, and I was a baker once upon a time. To get your baking paper in your tin, you just scrunch it. I'll cut out the scrunch to save your ears, and then you can just like smush it in there. Yeah, pro tip. Right, forgive the sound of the air fryer. Making a pizza for the kids. Yeah, pizza. I get the, I think it's called Crosta Malika, or something like that, pizzas, the little frozen ones. The ingredients in them are fantastic and they're delicious. They're really, really good, and they are small enough to fit in my air fryer. They're like, they don't feel like a rubbishy cardboard oven pizza, honestly. They're really, really good. They have fresh ones as well. But another top tip when it comes to reducing ultra processed foods is quite often a lot of the UFPs that are in the foods are there to preserve them. So when you buy the things frozen, they don't need those ingredients. So I saw an example, if you wanted to buy like croissants, you get the fresh ones off the shelf, full of it. But if you get frozen ones, yes, you have to cook them, but you know, so what? But they don't have half of the ingredients in because they don't need to, because they're frozen. So it's like little things like that, just like shopping a little bit smarter. Also, frozen things tends to be cheaper as well. So yeah, they're having one of those, and at the moment, well, a lot of the time for the kids, I do like an elaborate picky plate, and this is something I found has been really good for getting them to try new things and to retry things as well, and to reintroduce things that they might have gotten a little bit bored of. So I've got this just big wooden chopping board, and I use this and I put their food on it. I'll split it into two halves. I used to just do like a help yourself type thing, but then there would be arguments over who had what, but they liked the idea of sharing. So I will arrange everything on the board in two clear halves, and then they just go for it. And sometimes they'll polish it all off, sometimes they won't, sometimes they'll like something one day and not another, but honestly I find it really, really fun, and it probably takes longer than some things, but it's just a bit of a staple for us really. I think it keeps food interesting and fun, and it helps me think outside the box as well. I think I save money on food, because a lot of the times when I'm doing one of these, I'll think, oh, okay, well, we're missing some protein, what can I put in there, what can I put in there? And yeah, it's just fun, and it always looks pretty. And it's going to be a challenge today because I am running low on stuff, and after the park Jeff's knee was really hurting, so he jumped off the thing. I think he landed a bit funny, so we couldn't go to the shop on the way home, so I haven't got half the things that I need. I do have butter, and I didn't think I had butter, so whilst I am making the kids' tea, I am also going to make flapjacks, because something else I've been doing a lot of recently when it comes to food, and trying to make more homemade food and be more time effective, is just doing two things at once. Weirdly enough, something about my ADHD brain, which means I can't concentrate on one thing at a time, means I'm really good at multitasking, and I can switch between a lot of things at once. So we're going to have flapjack and the kids' tea, And then I'm going to do mine and Mr. Penrose's tea later because he has the gym tonight. So we won't eat until about 8:30 anyway, but I'm going to start making it now. I'm attempting to defrost some mince, hoping I can do that quickly, but I'm going to do us like a vegetable sauce pasta dish, and I forgot, I was going to get wholemeal pasta because it's a little bit easier on the tum-tum. Why did I say that? But I might have to ask Mr. P to pick some up on his way home. Or I could just use regular pasta. When we have a pasta dish now, I try and make it like 50-50 sauce to pasta. And it's usually like a protein-based sauce, like something with mince in it. For me, chicken and pasta doesn't go together. I find that really weird. But yeah, keeping the protein level higher and the pasta a little lower, just because it doesn't particularly agree with me and Mr. Penrose very well. And it's a lot worse when it's just like 80% pasta with some sauce. So I'll make sure there's loads of protein in there too. Veggies as well, which I'm now thinking, hang on a minute, have I even got any vegetables? No, I mean like, I'll do it with like broccoli or Brussels sprouts or sugar snap peas or beans or something. I've got none of that. I've only got the veg that's going in the sauce, but there will be a lot of veg in the sauce. And vegetables we don't normally eat, so I'm going for courgette and aubergine, or eggplant and zucchini if you're across the pond. Both two vegetables that I don't particularly like the texture of on their own, but I'm trying to increase my diversity in my diet, and I thought I'm just going to treat myself like a toddler, one of my many mottos, and hide them in a sauce. So that's what I'm going to do. And maybe I will get going on that sauce now as well. That's the thing, I'm in the kitchen, I might as well. Quite often, if we're eating separately or I'm cooking something different, I will prep things in advance for our dinner later. So this sauce I can cook now, and then later on I'll just do the pasta, and I'll probably, I don't know, it depends on the mince situation if it defrosts or not. If not, I might grab some chicken breasts or something like that. All depends what time he gets home and whether he's got time between home time and gym time. But we'll see. I need to check the pizza. So this is what I've ended up with for the kids' tea. I really had to think outside the box with this one. So we've got pizza, watermelon. This is white carrot from the garden, which I've cut out using these little guys, which I got from Amazon years ago. I've got a whole thing of them. And then the leftover bits of carrot I'll use in our pasta sauce. So there's stars for Jeff, hearts for P, grapes, and these are like little ham and cheese snacks for kind of like a bit of protein. Oh, I could do little avocado cubes because there's nothing green on there, is there? I'd normally do cucumber, but we're out. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna add avocado and then we're good. I would normally like group things together in their types, but I decided to kind of make it looks almost like a pattern, doesn't it? It's kind of fun. So yeah, I'm gonna pop some green around there and then we're done. Okay, I'm just waving a knife around. Okay, flapjack. OMG, I was aiming for 100 and I got 104 grams, close enough for me. So the main issue with flapjack ingredients is golden syrup, which in itself is an ultra processed food. It's highly refined, highly processed, but you've got to try and find a balance, right? And I want these flapjacks to resemble the flapjacks that the kids are used to. So this recipe has less golden syrup than normal. Yeah, it has less butter and less syrup than a regular recipe. However, what I'm also going to do is it asks for 100 grams of golden syrup. So I'm going to do 50 grams of golden syrup and 50 grams of honey, so that I'm reducing even further the amount that's in there. And if the recipe works, I can then maybe try again with a bit more honey and eventually get to it so where I'm just using honey rather than golden syrup. This isn't about sugar. We all consume sugar in this family. We don't demonise sugar, but I would rather get that from a whole food source if possible. And obviously honey is a whole food source. It's not processed well, it's kind of processed, but it's not ultra processed. You can't avoid processed food, like butter is processed. Like most of our food goes through a process. That doesn't make it bad for you, but ultra processed and when it's like basically fake food is what I'm trying to avoid. So let's do that. Now we need to melt that. 250 grams of oats. Ooh, I'm gonna do overnight oats while I'm here as well because I've got the gym tomorrow and I cannot blooming wait. I'm gonna be up, drop the kids off, straight to the gym if it's available, which I'll check in a minute. But honestly, I think it's the thing I'm looking forward to the most tomorrow. And so then we've got 50 grams of mixed seeds from the apothecary. I might chuck in some nuts as well, actually, just to up the protein healthy fats a bit. So yeah, I added 50 grams of nuts, which might take things out of whack a little bit, but never mind. Dried cranberries, raisins and apricots. Now I don't have apricots, but it's 50 grams, so I'll just substitute those apricots for the nuts I've just put in. I'm just going to be wild and chuck some chia seeds in here as well. Why not? Need an egg as well. Didn't suspect that. Finished all of watching Flapjack and if I'm honest, I was a little disappointed. Like, it was entertaining, but the characters were just nowhere near as like deep as they were in the book. There was quite a lot of changes, and I can see why changes were made, and like changes to the storyline and stuff were kind of fine, but oh no, don't want to boil that. The characters just, without hearing their inner thoughts, you just can't fully understand them. And a lot of the stuff that I particularly liked about Tiffy was, there was bits of it in the TV show, but just nowhere near as deep as it goes in the book. A lot of the difficult stuff in the book wasn't in the TV show, and one of the characters was really dumbed down and almost kind of made comedic, and I think that character's influence on all the others was so important, and that was missing. But I highly recommend reading the book. It was lovely. Really enjoyed it. Right, okay, let's pour our liquid. Does it feel like a lot of liquid? Right, so we've really, yes, this is a lot drier than I expected, but I imagine most Flapjack recipes will have a lot more sticky stuff in it than this. If this doesn't work out and all the bars just like fall apart, then I've effectively got granola. Pour it in. Ow. Yeah, I just caught my nail. Oh, it's one downside to having long nails. Ow. Please have another woman. Okay, I think that's as compact as we're going to get. Thinking about this now, I could maybe do this with chocolate chips, might be nice. Oh, my battery's about to go. So here you go. That's what it looks like before cooking. In the oven for 18 to 20. So I'll see you in 18 to 20. I forgot the egg! Damn it! It's very crumbly. I'm not sure if this will be accepted as Flapjack or not. Well, I like it. To me, it's very sweet. It's got the flavour of Flapjack plus lots of extra bits and pieces. Yeah, it's definitely not got that gooey, sticky vibe, but that was kind of to be expected because I just don't think there was enough of gooey, sticky ingredients. Guys, do you want to come and try this Flapjack I made?
I want to see these.
Still warm, it's a bit crumbly. No? No, you don't have to.
I don't like these.
They're just raisins. 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Nice.
Chef, then you...
What would have made it a 10 out of 10?
The
And was that a bad thing?
I don't like squishy.
Okay, so when it's cooled down, they'll go from squishy to chewy.
And then you see,
Well,
I don't like chewy either.
You prefer it without the fruits in it?
Another thing that puts it down one is that it's warm.
Right, okay,
So if it's cold, it'll go up by one.
cold, no fruits.
Yeah.
Okay, but flavour-wise, you like it?
Yeah. Jack.
To be fair, I agree with him. Yeah, it's definitely giving more breakfast vibes than treat vibes. Oh, I'm going in for more. That must mean it's good. Managed to go to the shop before Mr. P got home. Forgot to get wholemeal pasta. Got all the ingredients for courgette brownies though. Hopefully they'll be more of a hit with the kids. And I've totally lost all motivations to cook. So I'm now thinking, like, what can I do? I might just be really boring and do chicken, rice and veg. I don't want to stand and chop a load of veg and stir a sauce and all that kind of thing. I feel like I've done enough cooking for one day. I'm going to get these kids into bed and then I'm going to make chicken, rice and veg and then I'm going to go to bed.
I accidentally kicked her in the head.
Is she okay?
I asked her what was 1 + 1 and she said 4.
Fit check for my nail pop error.
Thanks!
Okay, so in the end I decided to stop being a whiny little princess and I made the tea I wanted. So I just did onions and peppers and sauteed them off a little bit and then added in the pork mince because I defrosted it and I really didn't want to throw it away. So I then added courgette and garlic, and in the meantime I had the aubergine roasting in the air fryer just with a little bit of olive oil, and I drew out the water with salt beforehand. So there's the aubergine going in. I then added a load of passata because I just prefer it to chopped up tomatoes, then some water, and then a stock cube, half stock cube to be fair, load of herbs, a little bit of paprika and some hot honey because when it's a tomato sauce you want a little bit of sugar in there as well, loads of black pepper to go along with the chili from the hot honey, and then frozen spinach. I put this in every kind of sauce. It's so handy, no chopping, it keeps like forever. And I also added olives because the aubergine made me think of black olives. So I thought, okay, we'll pop some in there as well. So that just simmered away whilst I cooked the pasta. And then I added fresh basil right at the last minute and stirred it through. And then I decided to serve it up half Italian, half English style. So I put some of the sauce in with the pasta and mixed it about so it was all like coated and lovely. But then when it came to serving up, I put the pasta in the bottom and then topped it with loads more of the extra sauce to make sure that I've got that high level of protein that I was talking about earlier. And then finally I wiped my plates because I'm a chef, and there we go. It was absolutely yummy and I'm very, very glad I made it.
Who told you that it was too late? When was it that you started leaning that way? 4 tires cut into the clay. It dries up and now there's just one road to take. It's growing up over with green. So easy to
I got a
drive
new
on
toothbrush.
the but it seems
And it's pink.
is streaming upstream and it's taking
Well, that's a fun sound. It's one of these guys, Surrey. I had like an Oral-B Pro, all the fancy bits. I just didn't use any of the like fancy bits. So it was just kind of pointless. And it, oh my goodness, no matter how much I tried to keep it clean, it just always felt a bit gross. Although I'm concerned that this is not clicking into place. But yeah, apparently they're just like better in general for the environment, which I'm down for, and they look pretty and they're really light. We'll see. Got to charge it up a bit first, it says. The only annoying thing, why is it not a USB-C? Come on. So much packaging then, and my recycling bin is full. Forgot to put shopping away. We'll just do the cold stuff for now. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Why is the kitchen always a mess? But I spent half my life tidying it. Is this one of those moments where I just need to take accountability and admit that I'm the one making the mess? Well, yeah, I made that mess. Well, I had to because it was cooking and Mr. P washed up and I put it away in the morning, which I haven't done. That's my coffee cup. That's Mr. Penrose's coffee cup. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine. That's mine. Swimming stuff from Tuesday. Okay, I need to put a wash on. That's mine. That's Mr. P's. That's mine. That's mine. Got an hour and a half till I need to be at the gym. For anyone wondering, this is what decision paralysis looks like. Like there's so much to do and half of it feels pointless because I know I'll just have to do it all again in a few hours. Don't know if you heard my tummy gurgle then. I need something in my ears. I need something in my brain. I'm gonna listen to a video. I'm gonna put a wash on, and then we need to edit. Okay, I put a wash on, did a little bit of tidying, and then I did about an hour of editing, maybe a bit less than that, just editing what I've got so far for this video. And now I'm on my way to the gym and I'm in my fleece. It's getting very autumnal over here in this outfit. Yeah, the temperature's really dropped recently and it's below 20, which is just the dream. I will be warm by the time I get to the gym though, which is good because that's the point of walking there, is to warm up. But just had one of my Flapjacks because I had my overnight oats this morning for breakfast and then I had a coffee and I haven't had anything since, so I thought I'll just have a quick little Flapjack for energy before the gym. The kids are not going to eat them. I think I'm going to have to get them closer to kind of like shop bought Flapjacks and maybe look into other recipes where I can make things that they'll like but don't have like golden syrup in it, just flour, sugar, butter, eggs, that kind of thing. But yeah, I kind of had to talk myself into going to the gym. I was comfy and cozy doing my editing, but I was like, no, you've been looking forward to this all week. This is like your one chance. I'm going to try and go again at the weekend as well, but we'll see how we get on. But I know future Laura would be really happy if I go and get this done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So let's go, what do they call it? Lift some iron? That's not a thing, is it? Pump some iron. Okay, that definitely didn't go to plan, and I'm not shocked if I'm honest. I was on my second set of lat pull downs and I just felt the overwhelming urge to have a little cry. Not the first time that's happened in the gym, won't be the last time. I think quite often when I am not feeling myself and I go to the gym in an attempt to kind of boost myself a little bit, something about connecting with mind and body or the release of tension that comes with weightlifting, just something happens and it's almost like I have permission to kind of let it out a little bit. Not that I was holding back, but today, like, I think the body and the mind just said no. I did my hip thrusts, they went okay. Lat pull downs, I finished the 3 sets, but I don't think there was much real connection there. And then I had my little tears, and then I did my bicep curls and lateral raises, but I just did the 2 sets because every time I was getting close to failure I started to feel a little bit nauseous,
and that's not normal for me, and that, I think that was just a big sign that my body's just like, no, we're not here today. But it's okay. Like there would totally have been a time where I really would have like berated myself for today's workout, and I would have put it in the class of like a bad workout, unsuccessful workout, failed workout. But that's just ridiculous, because literally this time last week, not quite, last Friday, I did one of my best, strongest sessions ever. And nothing's changed really in that week. I've not suddenly become weak. I've not suddenly lost all my lean muscle mass. Like, the only thing that's changed is I've just finished my period, and I feel kind of powerful in my luteal phase. I know that's not the same for everyone, but strength-wise, I tend to be quite good in my luteal phase. And then a lot of people, as soon as they get their period, they then feel much better. But I kind of feel like the first week or so of my cycle is where I struggle the most, and then it builds back up over time. But yeah, today I'm really, really glad I came today. I think it was really important that I did. I feel really good that I came today. It doesn't matter how well the workout went, I still showed up for myself. It's consistency, not perfection. Showing up today and giving it my best shot and listening to my body and knowing today is not the day, that's what consistency is, and that is what's going to keep me going. That's what's going to bring me back next time. I can have a nice rest tomorrow and Saturday, and hopefully by Sunday I'll be feeling better and I can come and smash a proper solid workout before I then go on a holiday for a couple of days. But if not, that's also okay. I keep feeling the urge to go for a run. It's been quite a while. It's been a couple of months, but I keep seeing runners and thinking about running and all this kind of stuff. And I kind of put running like I wasn't going to do it this week, so I thought I've only got 2 sessions and I'm going to go hard in both of them, so my legs aren't going to be up to running. But I have barely worked my legs today, so maybe that's what I'll treat myself to tomorrow. There's a really good place to run near where I drop the kids off tomorrow at playgroup, so maybe I'll do a cheeky like couple of K. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, it's just the way it is sometimes, folks. But I got a nice little pump on. Got a nice little got some. Look at this. You could not see that a couple of months ago. But yeah, I really like working upper body. I never thought I would. I started coming to the gym to help with lower back pain and with a little bit of I used to get very crampy traps, which I've heard these are called, and I've always had really pronounced traps. I also think I've been doing my lateral raises slightly wrong, and I've been accidentally working my traps rather than I'm aiming for, these are called your side delts. You've got your front, side and back delts, and I'm aiming for here because I really like that kind of shoulder cap bicep vibe. Don't know, just think it's hot. But yeah, I think I was doing this a little bit wrong. So these are quite pronounced and strong, but that's good because I always used to get tightness and pain here. So I'm not mad about it. But yeah, I love upper body. It makes me feel like strong. It makes me feel really, really strong. And I also really like working lower body because it makes me feel really feminine. Like it makes me feel like I can really get in touch with like my feminine strength. Something about hip thrusting and using like my butt and my legs to like raise that weight just makes me feel super womanly, and I really like that feeling. So I was talking to my friend about this the other day about how quite often the success of my workouts is not based on how much weight I've lifted, but how it makes me feel. And those are the feelings that keep me coming back, that feeling of strength, that feeling of femininity for me. And obviously it's different for everybody. That's just what it means for me, and I really love that feeling. And today wasn't quite one of those days, but I still feel really good. I still feel glad that I did this. So I'm gonna walk home now, and I'm gonna have a shower. I'm gonna put my pyjamas on because I won't be leaving the house again, and then the kids will be home, and I'm just gonna snuggle down for the evening, I think, and just take some time to just let my mind and my body like switch off a little bit, and then I'll probably talk to you guys again tomorrow. I don't know how much I'll film tomorrow, it depends how long this is once I've edited it, but I definitely intend to close the vlog off tomorrow with going out for dinner with Mr. P. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a nice way to end this week in this vlog, but yeah. Whew. Trust thine bodies, people. They know what they're doing. They are very clever.
And trying, and even if you could, it wouldn't come out like it should. This stubborn kudzu just covers these words. Could you listen to somebody else? Will you only drink from the thoughts of yourself? Are you?
Hello everyone, voiceover Laura here. I thought I'd close this vlog here. I had such a good day today. I got the house sorted, I got my car cleaned, and even found an hour to spend mooching about the town before I picked the kids up from their play club. I had a lovely time just sitting outside in the sun knitting and people watching, and honestly I can feel my mood just lifting. Mr. Penrose didn't make it home in time for our meal booking, unfortunately, but instead we stayed home, cracked open a bottle of red wine, and had a Yellowstone marathon without being interrupted 10 times. So we had a gorgeously relaxing evening, and I'm just feeling so much better. So thank you so much for being here. Please know that if you're in a slump, it will pass. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself, whether that's have a healthy meal, go for a walk, or just spend 4 hours reading or knitting. Just do what needs to be done. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again very soon. I'm not sure when the next one will be because I am on holiday next week, so I'll be taking a little bit of a break, but I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. I'm also going to be filming a Q&A very soon, so I've linked that below in the description box. It's an anonymous form, so if you have any burning questions for me, leave those below, but otherwise I will see you next time. Bye bye.
Who told you that it was too late?